Yeah. Late nights, same room. Kastor's Korner. We're live. We're live. Yeah. We're live. Kastor's Korner. Back when the shelf was a thought in my head. Before the price talk, before what was said. Before the grow up, before they all dip. Before the love turned to what you could flip. Same space, new lens, I adjusted the view. Seen the hype come and go, seen what it do, some moved on. Some lost what was real, I stayed right here. Had to see how it feel. Korner live, yeah, we back in the room. Say it in the chat, let me hear it from you. Why you collect, what it mean, what it do? We don't chase hype, we just stay on the truth. Kastor's Korner, yeah, I see you show up. Same love, new lens, yeah, we building it up. Share the joy, never mind what it costs. If it's real, let it stay. If it's not, let it go. Yeah, now it's less about the shelf, more the reason behind. What you kept, what you left, what you chose over time. Connecticut to Philly, Long Island we know. Seen the culture shift fast, seen the noise get loud. Everybody got a tape when they chasing the crowd. But I'm right here steady, never moved off track. If it don't feel real, I don't bring that back. Built this slow, now I stand on its own. When you step in the room, yeah, you already home. Korner live, yeah, we back in the room. Say it in the chat, let me hear it from you. Why you collect, what it mean, what it do? We don't chase hype, we just stay on the truth. Kastor's Korner, yeah, I see you show up. Same love, new lens, and we building it up. Share the joy, never mind what it costs. If it's real, let it stay. If it's not, let it go. It ain't what it's worth, it's what it mean to you. Not the price on the box, it's what you've been through. Different paths, same spark when it start. Yeah, we all came in with the same heart. Kastor's Korner, Korner, Korner. Oh, Kastor's Korner. Yeah, we're live, we're live, we're live, we're live. Hey, oh, yeah, yeah. Kastor's Korner. We're live.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Saturday night here on Kastor's Korner. We're really happy to have you here. This is a pre-record. We're recording this actually after my last appearance on Well Actually, and to bookend our Canadian friends. Last week you saw Sudehuba. This week you see Classic Boy Wonder. The winner of last week, he gave a good fight, and it was a pleasure going up against him, and I can't wait for a rematch. So let me bring out the man himself, Classic Boy Wonder.
Yo, chit. Let's go. Yo,
Good.
Intro's a banger, bro.
Thank you.
Intro is a banger. I was like, okay, Kastor.
Yeah.
It's a banger. Straight banger.
I worked on that. It took a little bit. The lyrics were tough. Talib introduced me to the Sono app.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, let me write some lyrics, and then it kind of helped me massage them to where they needed to be. So yeah. Sorry. No, you're good.
That was a banger. That was I'm not trying to blow up your spot. I'm serious. That was a banger. I was enjoying it. I was like, this beat goes high. The lyrics, like, all right, Kastor.
My 90s hip hop there is showing.
Suda put me onto it, and then Thing broke it down more for me. Talib broke it down for me. So
yeah,
I need to do this shit.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. So thank you for joining me. It's a real, like I said at the intro, it's a really nice bookend, right? Because Suda was on last week, and having you on this week, talking about the Triple C. Abby wants me to call him Todd, but Tim, I haven't talked to Tim much. I've talked to you a bunch. I've talked to Suda a bunch. I haven't really talked to Tim. So at some point, get Tim in here. But like you two are the ones
Tim's a great dude too.
With. So
he's a funny cat.
Yeah.
He's a good.
So I really do like to highlight the interesting people I get to meet. So like the question I usually start with, putting yourself out there as a collector and with toys, and then not only putting yourself out there, but going online and broadcasting it to the world is not something everybody has in them. A lot of people, this is a private thing. So what got you into kind of showing off, going on these shows, becoming a personality, kind of just going for it? What was it for you?
I always wanted to do it, but once again, I'm sure because we're probably roughly similar in age, right?
Yeah.
So you know when we grew up, collecting was like if you would tell your friends, it's like all my boys like were growing up, they're all like jockeys and sports players. And when I tell them I collect figures, collect toys, like you collecting toys, you collect little kid toys. I'm like they're not little kid toys. But my excuse now is like as you get older, you get wise, you get smarter, and you tend not to care anymore what people think. I tend to say, oh, you guys smoke, drink, smoke weed. You do all that stuff. I'm like, how much money do you get out of that? Or what can it do for you? Nothing, right? So I can say, listen, I enjoy it. It makes me feel happy. At the end of the day, if I dislike it or don't want it, I can sell it. I can get rid of it. And another person can enjoy it and love it. So the tradition keeps going. So I don't see an issue in it. And I grew up, my brother was a really good artist, amazing comic artist. So he kind of started the way, and then he started collecting Spawn figures. And as a kid, we used to have Knight Rider, and then older, he got Spawn figures. And then what reunited me back into everything was Hot Toys. When I saw Hot Toys, I was like, hey, look at this. This is more modern looking, looks like it's catered to an older crowd. And I was like, I had to have it. And that just opened the floodgates of past stuff and present, and it just went nuts from that.
That's a dangerous slope. Like I have been lucky enough. I gave myself a rule, and it's been 8 or 9 years now, and I have not broken the rule, which is one figure per property.
That's smart.
And so I got an Endgame Cap. That's my only MCU figure.
You got great willpower.
I got Luke Skywalker. It's my only Star Wars one. I got Marty McFly. I'm not getting Doc. I'm not getting the other costumes. Like that was it. The price helped with the willpower.
Oh, yeah.
The price helps.
You gotta have great will, but the thing that kind of helped me in all this help is my wife. My wife is she's very cool. Like, you know, she's like, as long as you ain't at the club, you ain't doing all that nonsense. Like, if you're out here collecting, I don't mind. It doesn't bother her, which is a fair kind of trade off. Plus, also when it comes to reselling, it helps me too, because it's not more like just trying to be a reseller. That's why I always say I'm a vendor, because I'm not buying it just to sell. I'm buying it for my collection, and it's stuff that sometimes as a collector, you know, we have impulse. Our impulse to say, hey, that's pretty, let me get that. And I was like, okay, I buy it. And then the next time I'm like, okay, you know, why did I really buy that? You know what I mean? I really need it. No, but I still went ahead and purchased it. So that way I use my vending as, okay, just flip the stuff that you're not 100%. Because you see my stuff, some stuff I have brand new in boxes still. It's like, okay, what are you doing? You're buying a lot of impulse buys. So let's take that and give it to people that may want it. So that's how I keep myself going and flipping. My Hot Toys game, that was before when I was doing very well. I think at one point, every guy's life, you do very well financially, very well with, you know, I mean, I used to sell clothes. I used to do a whole bunch. I used to do club promoting. So when all that money was coming in, doing very well, you're like, life is great. Then after when I got sick, I was just like, okay, money's at a budget now. I got to be more smarter with my purchases. That's when I kind of started to learn that, you know what, I got to back away from Hot Toys slowly. I still buy here and there, but not as frequently as I used to.
Yeah. Your wife's pretty supportive. I mean, I've seen her in the chats.
Oh, yeah. She loves it.
Super chats, watching the show, commenting, voting for you during the show.
She enjoys it. Yeah. She votes for everybody. Like, she doesn't care what it is. She'll super chat. She'll do everything. She's into it. Like, like I say before, she wasn't into it, but now as she's watching and enjoying it, like, she loves watching you guys. Because you go on the Saturday night, right, too, right? She watching.
I haven't been on Saturday night yet, but
on Saturdays? Yeah. Okay, with Tyler, but the other guy, she'll be going on there, just talking smack to herself, talking smack to me, like, hey, what are they doing? What are you talking about? I'm like, you know what? That's one thing I love, and that's how I know she's for me, because she's so supportive. And a lot of guys don't have that benefit, and that's one thing I'm proud to say. I met a woman that I love to death, and that she loves me and respects me for who I am and the things that I love to do. And she's very supportive.
It's nice. I have a partner that does the same thing, and she just she puts up with it. Like last night, she's up and she's like, "You're still at 1:00." She's like, "You're still going." I go, "There was an after show. I gotta stick around."
Like even today, like I tell you, I have bad memory. She goes, "It's about to be 4:00. Aren't you supposed to be on with Kastor right now?" I'm like, "Geez, I just got up. I remembered." She goes, "Well, why are you taking so long? Shouldn't you be in the room? Shouldn't you be doing it?" I'm like, "God damn!" Like she's my manager. Like she's on point on top of everything.
So like and so how does that transition from like enjoying collecting even doing some of like the vending and trading or selling, or just being in that space, how does that go from doing that to being like a public figure? Because like you're starting to get a name, like you're starting to get a following, like people are watching you, they want to hear from you, they know the way you talk, they know the way you act, they're calling, they want Bollywood Hogan, like they're getting to know you. So like, how do you transition from something that's like a little bit smaller to something that in a lot of cases is worldwide? Because like we get people, Johnny's from Canada but also from overseas.
Yeah.
You got all the US watchers, you got all the Canadian fans. Like, how do you transition into taking that and putting yourself out there online?
It's one of the, it's so hard. As you say it, I'm kind of listening to it, I'm like, what is Kastor talking about? I'm nobody. I'm
But
nobody.
you are.
I'm just a small French fry. But to put some context to it, I would say it would have to be from PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo. Most of PlayStation and Xbox. Let's right there, because I'm a big time gamer. I game like crazy, playing NBA 2K, playing Madden, and all of my friends are smack talkers. So I guess in that realm, it kind of helped, because as them being smack talkers, I tend to grow from young, became a smack talker. I played a lot of sports, played semi-pro football. So I've been around a lot of people who talk smack, just talking online, period. Just some random guys I don't know. And we start playing 2K. I think that kind of helped evolve it a little bit, just getting used to being around strangers. Mm-hmm. So when it came to the online space and actually putting myself out there, and plus getting older, I just tend to not care anymore. It's like, listen, it's either you're going to like me or you're going to hate me. It's either one of the two. And it was coming over that fear. And I think once I did that, it definitely helped. So once the first time was with Suda, I've talked about it before. Like a lot of people don't know, me and Abby's been my buddy from the last con I went to in New Jersey. I went to go see Ninja. Okay. And from that, me and Abby hit it off. And like I look at him as like a brother. Like I could talk to him about anything. So when I told him about it, he's like, you just got to do it. And so I always kept that in the back of my head. It's like, you just got to do it. And other people are just like, just do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? If they don't like you, I'm a very outgoing guy. I used to be a club promoter, so I used to talk to people. So it's like, let's see. If people like me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. So that kind of just, all those little mini factors kind of felt like built me up to who I am today.
Yeah, there's a comfort level that you clearly have. And like, that's different. And from a lot of the people that are on, like you're watching, like Lou talks about like taking over the show and like doing his own show and having to kind of manage that space of like paying attention to the chats and talking to the guests and everything. And so I don't think I'm saying anything negative. It's like, and he's talked about like learning how to be a host. Yeah. And you clearly have a comfort level that allows you to kind of just jump in and do stuff. And it's fun. It's fun to interact with. It's fun to go back and forth.
I think the host level, I don't know if I'm there yet. Because I feel like the pressure's not there for me. That because usually, okay, now Suda's putting that pressure a little bit. Like, okay, you got to read the chats. You got to help read the chats. So now I have to get used, because I don't know if you watched from before. I'd be fumbling. I'd be like, oh shit, you do this. But once again, it's just that learning curve, and then it's actually just trying to be friends with guys like you, and like just like earlier, asking you questions. Oh, what is this? What's that? What's this? And not being afraid. I always believe it's just not being afraid to ask the questions of guys like you who know more than me, guys like Talib who know more than me, guys like Suda who know more than me, and just being like, hey, I know I'm not the greatest, but how do you do this? Even if it's the dumbest questions, just asking. And then once you get comfortable with that part, I think everything's just going to fall in place. But as like I said before, when it came to like 2K and playing Xbox and playing with guys you don't know, you have to learn to stiffen up and just do it, because you have no choice. These people are playing the game. They want to win. If you don't talk, you're going to lose, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I've talked about this to death, so I'm not going to say too much, but like the first show, we had no intro, no nothing. We just went live. And then the second show, we're like, we need a title card. So I put up a title card. I'm like, oh, I forgot music. Like, we need music. And then I put up music, and then I got this music. And so like it has evolved, but the idea was, hey, I'm just going to go live. Like, I don't care what it looks like. We're going to figure it out as we go, fly the plane as we're building it, ship, however you want to say it. And I think that like when your feet are in the fire and you just kind of do it, the other stuff will come.
I agree.
This is the part that takes a little bit of work to be comfortable, to be able to have these kind of conversations and work through it. But I think at the end of the day, the best shows are just the conversations. Like, finding
100%.
your space. So
It's fun. I always find it. I think one people as a human being, period. I think people have to learn what you love. If you're gonna go out into this any type of space online, do what you love. When you do what you love, people can respect you and see you for who you are. But if you come and be a phony, like if I wasn't a toy collector and I came into this space, I wouldn't know what to say. I wouldn't know how to talk or what to say because I'm not passionate about it. I don't know nothing about it. But since I am passionate and I love it, it's so much easier to come out. But once again, I did have that fear. Like at the beginning, it's like I didn't want to go. It took Suda having a conversation with me on the phone. It's like, bro, we talking for like 2 hours straight now. Like, just jump on.
yeah.
And I was like, okay, you know what, whatever. This is see what happens. And it was history from there.
How's that ride been for you? Like, how's that been like with the three of you kind of doing this Triple C show and building that up on Sundays and Wednesdays and kind of really focusing on like you guys and building like your crew up?
I think for me at first it was just I feel like it's normal. Like it's hard to say because I won't lie, I've been blessed in a sense of that because I met Suda, somebody who me and Suda, like it's easier with somebody we kind of had the similar growing up because Toronto's very multicultural. And if you can tell, Suda's a smack talker himself. So when he smack talks, I can smack talk and we don't take offense to it because that's how we grew up. All our friends talk smack. So I can say I was blessed in the sense I met someone like him who's like me in a sense that we can play off. And then Pi brings that other dynamic where he's like that ref, like, okay, come on, guys. No, it's time to go. It's time to go, fellas. Like, but he knows when to interject, when to say what he needs to say. So it's like I can say it's a perfect amalgamation of everything just put together. So it's a question kind of hard for me to say because not everybody gets blessed. Because some people go on with people and it's like they just don't mesh, they don't click, and to me, I think that would have been very devastating. But I think with God is God's hands, and sees like, hey, listen, if I would put him with somebody else, this probably wouldn't work out. But he put me with the right group of guys, and it just was history from there. We sort of clicked from the first telephone conversation that we had, and then I feel like it's just evolving into something going to be hopefully even bigger than what it is.
Yeah, I mean, you see that, and this is again not a knock. Like this is all just kind of observation.
Can I say one thing? Sorry.
Yeah.
You off, Kastor. Be brutally honest. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm a type of guy. I'm a soaker. You tell me no homo. But I mean by that, I'm like a sponge. I take everything in. I don't take offense to nothing.
Yeah. No, it's not you. It's like you said, you're blessed that you have two people that kind of really mesh good together.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, that not to take offense, like I'm not saying anything offensive, not to you.
This
is about another show. It's like when we watch open mic, right?
Yeah.
When we watch Abby's open mic, it doesn't always mesh, right?
Yeah.
People are talking over each other. There's 10 people on screen. There's a lot of different personalities. There's a lot of different things. It is great because you get exposure to all these people.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not meant as a really good conversation show, right?
Yeah.
It's meant as like a coming together. It's like if you're in a crowded bar and everybody's trying to talk to each other. I think it's really needed. It's something unique that not a lot of people will do in this space. So I think it's good. But like when you're talking about finding that mesh, you guys finding each other, talking to people, Abby connecting you and this and that, and like welcoming everybody in, I think has been a real blessing to everybody, to finding friends and finding space. And I think that's been a lot of fun to kind of see that whole like spiral out and get bigger. And there's a supportive nature that you don't normally see in this space, in the space that we're running in right now.
No, 100%. And that's the great thing. That's one thing I love about like what Abby's did. He created a community. And you don't have to be the greatest talker, the greatest person, but he's giving those guys who might want to talk. And I don't know about anybody else or how you are. It's a great stress reliever. I love to be able to talk toys with somebody. It doesn't matter if it's just a few words or some words, because like I said, I didn't have that growing up. I don't have all my friends look at me and like, what are you doing, bro? Like, really, toys? Like, what? Yeah. So it's a great opportunity to even, doesn't matter if you're the biggest talker or the smallest talker, as long as you can get out there and just be able to be somewhere where you can express your feelings, it's a fantastic thing. And I think he did an amazing job by building a community where you don't have to be a superstar to get on. You just have to be able to just say your piece and talk toys and
just share. Just be yourself.
Exactly.
Come in, be yourself. And so that's what I'm saying. Like that show is not built for the conversational. Although this week there weren't a lot of people and there weren't a lot of pickups. We had space to kind of go back and forth. And
you guys
were in the group and like
I saw that.
Shogun are going back and forth. But like even last night, you and I, so this will be, so last week, because I'm not on this week for, well, actually, you and I at the end, you're like, I hope everything's cool. I'm like, oh, hell yes. I didn't know you were going to go that hard because
I go hard.
I would have prepped for it. And I don't know, like, this is the first time you and I have had like an individual conversation.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm going to come in and I'm like, oh, this is a different energy. Gibbs is out, Sneaky and you and I are kind of going back and forth and we're sharing our views. And then all of a sudden, like the switch got flipped and I'm like, oh, we're playing on a different level. Okay. I wasn't ready for it. It wasn't that I wasn't ready for the conversation. I just wasn't ready.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, because but you have to one thing you have to know, but I do my homework. Yeah, so I'm watching Kastor. I'm like, yo, Kastor's a spicy motherfucker. Like, oh, yo, if I go at him, I don't think he'll get offended. So I really do. Depending on who it is, I know Sneaky. If I go at Sneaky, he's not gonna feel offended. Gibbs, I know Gibbs not saying nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I kind of range who's there and who is because once again, I love doing it. I make it a little spicy, but sometimes I'll just turn it up extra notch just to throw some flavor there and have some fun, and also to throw you off your game. Because I'm like, okay, if I get spicy with him, he may. I see how Kastor is. I'm like, yo, he's used to these guys not getting spicy and challenging because I won't lie, you bring up some solid points. So it's like, for me, it's like, what can I do to throw Kastor off his game? I go, you know what? I have to turn it up on him because if I play at his level, I'm going to lose. I'm going to be honest. If I'm going to go point to point, we may go back and forth, but I don't want to go point to point for him. I want to hit him a little notch, let him think about his questions more, and throw him off his game. That's what I have to do to beat him. That's what I had to play. So that's what I do. I really enjoy it, and I think I have a lot of fun with people when it comes because they don't know what to expect from me. Because am I going to go low energy or go high energy? But if you would have kept it low energy the whole time, it would have threw me off. I would have been like, oh shit, I got to go play this low energy game. Because certain guys are just low energy, and once again, I don't want to offend nobody. That's why with the guys like you, Suda, Gibbs, I can go hard because it's like, I know you guys are not going to take offense. But sometimes I won't lie. You can see sometimes in the chats and the voting, it does backfire on me because it's like, yo, Plastic's too conceited, Plastic's too cocky. I'm not trying to be that. I'm just honestly enjoying and having fun with all y'all. That's all to me it is. If I win, I win. If I don't lose, it's just a little tall smack talk. But at the end of the day, it's just I'm enjoying my time with the fellas and who talk toys. I don't get to do that. So that adds an extra hype for me.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Although I'm very competitive. So like I want to come back and beat you. Like I don't care about Sneaky. I want you. I want you in the finals. Like, and because I like that competitive part, and it's like I enjoy it. And you asked at the end, like, I hope we're good. I'm like, absolutely we're good. Like I want a verbal back and forth. Like Shogun and I went back and forth during open.
That was great.
Night,
I loved it.
and he stopped, and I was like, oh. I was worried. I was genuinely worried. And then we went back and he's like, we're all good. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, I just want you to know, because I said something, I'm like, show me and I'll shut up. And then he just stopped and I'm like, oh, we're done. Like, I was like, oh shit. I'm like, did I fuck up? Like
that was my notepad right there. I was like, okay. Like, you kind of helped me there because I could get spicy with Kastor. Because at the end of the day, I'm not an asshole. I can be cocky sometimes, but I do it. It's just fun to me. I enjoy it. I enjoy what Tal created, an amazing thing, and it's fun to talk smack about toys without having to get into politics and talk. I don't like politics. I don't like getting to it. I think it's everybody has their own opinions, and I think that's great. But I think that's such a sensitive button. I don't like to get into it. So, but politics of toys, nobody's really getting hurt of a politic of a toy. It's your opinion. It's really your opinion and my opinion. You know what I mean? So, as one thing I love about that is that I can get toy political and be cool. But I always do make sure certain guys, if I just meet you, I would ask, yo, are you cool? Because I won't lie. Not a lot of people like the way I talk or like the way I come across. Because I could sound like an asshole or a jerk, but at the same time, that's who Plastic Boy Wonder is. I'm going to give you the real. I'm not going to give you the fake. So I always have to ask, and because I have the utmost respect for you, so I got to say, hey, look, bro, are you cool? Just let you know, that's Plastic Boy Wonder. That's not me as a real, but that's who when I talk toys, Plastic Boy Wonder just comes out. You know.
And see, for me, it's the reverse. This is who I am. Like I don't get to. I got lucky. In the early 2000s when Marvel Legends started, do you remember Foosh?
Foosh, yes.
Yeah. Yes, so I was a writer on there, and we had a Connecticut message board, and I started meeting people in person then,
Dope.
and they are my closest friends now.
Yeah.
And so we've been friends for 20 plus years now.
That's dope.
Doing it, and we're a couple towns apart, so like we meet up regularly. I'm like, all right, I'm going to cover this section of our state, you're going to cover this section of our state. What are the numbers for, what are the DCPI numbers, what's the stock number for everybody? Every morning somebody goes out and checks and sees who, like,
cool.
It's a nice little web of people. So when I hear you and I heard Sudehuba talking about it and going, oh, I don't have anybody in person that I can talk about this to. And so this is where we found it. I was like, oh, Jesus, I didn't realize how lucky I was to have these local guys to do stuff with. And it's been fun because my friends don't get heated about toys. Like, we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
And so it's fun to have these back and forths. But at the end of the day, like, I don't care what you buy. Like, you like it? Oh, like I would never buy the, like, I know Talib was jealous of the bug you got right in front
of the bug, yeah. And it's not for everybody.
Like, I wouldn't buy it, but like, I'm glad you like it. Like,
and that's the great thing. It's fun. And like I was watching one of your videos. You're talking about people complaining about this and that, and I was like, you know what? That's fact. That's why I wanted to know. It's like, yeah, facts, fire. That's true. Like I told you to preach it on, brother, preach it. You know, but that's true. Everybody just gotta love what they love, and just like, and it's okay to have opinions, but we got to stop taking these opinions and getting sensitive about it. And that's why I cracked the joke. Everybody says, "Oh, Super 7." I say Super Friends is the greatest thing in the world. I don't mean it. I do because I just want to push somebody's little, just bother somebody because it's funny when it's like, yo, Super Friends is the best. What are you gonna say about it? And they'll start going at me, and it's like, bro, it's not gonna work on me. That stuff doesn't work on me because it's to me it's all love. Because to be genuine, I do like Super 7 some stuff, but only for opposing. Just let it sit there. Static pose, they're cool. They're cool. Nothing wrong with it. But if you would say, okay, let's get into the articulation game and let's get into pricing game. Oh shit, I'll go off all day. No, they're horrible when it comes to those things. But aesthetic posing, that's fine. But some people are not. Like, if I could show you my, like, what I have right up here, like, I have everything's posed, everything's displayed. They're all in action poses. But back here is all in boxes. Then I have other stuff over there that it's all in static poses. So I have it in every different forms of the toy collecting in different areas, right?
Yeah, and I've found, like, the last month is just like poking fun, poking at the bear a little bit of going, hey, like, you guys are taking this way too seriously. Like, and you're getting so upset and you're spending the money. And I'm like, if I didn't like something, I'm not going to spend my money. Like you do it as an investment, right? You're doing it as a dealer, as a broker, as an investor.
More or less, my problem is I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. That's my problem. I have that. Ooh, that's pretty. I have an OCD problem. So when I collect, with like a lot of Marvel Legends, it's like if they come out with a 6-pack, 6 figures, something in me just makes me have to buy the 6. I hate it. I'm starting to break out of it, but that's a lot of times my problem.
Well, I didn't need this, right? I wasn't gonna buy it, right? This is the expensive one, but I went to the store. I'm like, ooh, they're pretty. And he's 10 and he's 15. Oh, so for $25, sure, I'll do it because I've been a He-Man fan forever. So
and I would have did that too. I would have copped that for that price too. I would have did the whole it's pretty thing. It would have sat here for God knows how long. And then eventually I'm gonna look at it like, okay, what am I doing? Because I think as every collector, I would love to keep all my stuff, but it's space and it's display area. I don't really have all that area to display all my stuff unless I take off my kid's room, take off my bedroom, and then it'll just be a war with the wife. And at the end of the day, she's so supportive. I don't want to infringe on her areas. In some parts, I do infringe on her areas, but she doesn't say. But I don't want to get to that point where she's like, you know what, that's it.
Yeah,
it's gotta go, and then it's gonna be a whole nother issue. I don't want to get to, so I always try to play it safe. Like, okay, listen, if I'm not using it, get rid of it.
And what's it been like for you in the seller space, having tables at shows and moving product, and how does that kind of change your perspective? Because, like, you get to see a different side than a lot of us do.
Yeah.
So what's that like for you to see both sides of it?
Oh man, it's an experience. It's fun because also I used to sell. I used to do sales. Like, once again, club promoter. I also worked at Best Buy. I worked at so many sales jobs where I had to do a lot of selling. So that kind of helps in a sense. But when I do vending, I get to learn a lot. I get to learn the market. Like most people, most stores, they don't want to do like go to toy shows, but toy show is the best way to learn your market because you get to see what people want. Like I took my Transformer Babers. I just wanted to see how to do. This is my personal collection. I didn't want to sell them, but they were still in boxes. So I was like, okay, maybe I just go sell them, right? Because I really like the more upscale and more details into the higher ends, the premium products.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, the lower end products, do I really want it? Because I'm not too happy with it. So let me just sell them. When I brought it there, the amount of how sales I made off that stuff, it's ridiculous. People are into that Baber stuff. I may have a stack of other third party and other great stuff. People are just going, hey, Babers. They keep on coming, Babers. And I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Why is Baber so crazy? And this young guy's like, yo, how much is that? Bro, I want that whole set. Okay, cool. Can I get your number? I was like, wow, Babers? You learn so much from it. If you do a vending show, you'll learn so much what people want and likes. And I did not know. Luckily, I brought them, but I did not know it would have been that crazy for that product. So it's a lot of learning you go through when vending.
I think those kids that grew up being like 5 and 6 when Babers came out are now adults with adult money.
True. Yeah,
and now they want stuff that reminds them of being a kid. It's one of the last generations to be influenced by physical products. So yeah, it's interesting to kind of see that.
Oh, sure. That's why every time I see your Thundercat thing, I just remember when I was a kid, the Thundercat thing. I'm so every time I look at your screen, I'm like, fuck, man. I'm glad you don't have it showing right there because I won't lie. I'm sorry to say, but it bothers me. It's like, why did your dumb ass sleep on that? You dumb motherfucker. You wasted all your money on this other shit that you have in boxes, but the one major piece you didn't grab it because what?
Yeah.
And like, I still can't answer. Someone asked me, why didn't you really grab it? At the time, I don't know where my head was at. I was buying other because at some time I think a lot of customers have. We see a product, $20. We don't think twice. It's $20. Who cares? Like I'll buy it, $20.
Yeah.
Get another figure, $20. Another figure, $20. But when you see something that says $600-700, you're gonna be like,
Yeah. Although for me, this was a day one.
Oh, like, me too. Yeah. But at that time, it's that price tag. Doesn't matter if it's your day one. That price tag is always with, okay, let me wait. Let me go see if it drops a little bit. Or you get all these different minds. It's not that quick draw as versus when you see something $20, you don't think twice. Like you said, it was 35, 15, and 10, right? Or 25, right? You did not think twice. You just like, got to get, no problem.
Yep. Absolutely.
But when it comes to higher price items, doesn't matter what price I type, 100, 200, 300, you're going to at least have that time to, okay, let me just mull on it to make sure this is a correct decision to make.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that changed was Thundercats were my thing. And so in my head, I thought when they started it, not knowing they were going to get here, was, well, I want one to open and one to keep mint and package. Because I also knew Super 7's quality wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want parts to do it. So I made it all the way to here, to this order, with 2 of everything, including the tank.
Oh, wow.
I have 2 Thunder tanks downstairs. Well, I have one that's behind me down there that eventually will be in front of the thing, but I still have one that I haven't opened yet. And then this is what broke me, because I was like, I'll swing 750. I can't swing 16. I can't.
Yeah.
And then when it came, I was like, oh, thank God I did it, because the amount of space, not only that takes, but then the box take, like, it's insane.
Oh, yeah. And that's another thing what hurts us. Like, for me, it's like we're Canadians. We get hit that you may get it for 600, but it hits us back for like 1,200 or something. So we always have to really think twice. And what I think the major thing that held me back from that is because when I have that OCD, I need to collect everything. But when do you remember that store, Megalopolis?
Yeah.
I ordered 2 series Thundercat sets from them.
Yeah. And
I didn't get it, right? Yeah. So obviously they ran with my money and I had that bitter feeling. So every time I went to buy Thundercats, I always got that like a bit bitter sense towards it. So it always brought that bad memory of them stealing my money. Yeah. So it's like, oh, you know what? If I don't find it cheap, I'm not buying it because I'm still bitter over that. I'm trying to get over it, but it's still in your mindset, right?
Are you coming to Toy Unity?
Yeah.
You driving?
Yeah.
You want to drive home with a Thunder tank?
Depending on how much you're selling it for.
We can talk later.
Oh yeah, for sure.
One of the other things that kind of that I wanted to get to before we run out of time, because I don't hear anybody else talking about it, and you're the first person I heard talking about it, and I'm excited to actually have the conversation with you because I love these things. I
I
love
love it.
my
Love it.
fantasy 30-minute fantasies from Bandai. These are my first model kits. Never done. I
Your
never did
first?
Gundams. Never did any
Wow,
like
good
snap
choice.
together model kits. This is my first. I am insane. In fact, I bought about 5 more sets,
Nice.
doubles, and I
Good.
bought acrylic markers because I want to
Nice.
I want to paint them.
Oh yeah, me too.
So how did you get into that? Like what about
I
the fantasy line drew you in?
I've been into Gundam from years ago when my brother, who never buys me anything, bought me a first model kit. And the funny thing is, the model kit that he bought me back in the day was probably one of the hardest bloody model kits. It actually almost threw me off Gundam. But then after one of my next buddies at that time got me into, he's like, yo, check out these ones. And I got into the newer ones. Depending what year you go, you got to be careful. There's certain year where model kits definitely changed, where they made it more not as a professional, I can say professional grade, you could say, because back in the day, model kits were professional. You need a sand, you need to do all this different stuff. It was hard. Like, I mean, you could do it, but it was very time consuming and harder. The newer kits, they made it where it's just cut, snip, snip. If you want to sand and paint, you can, but you didn't have to.
Yeah.
So that kind of made my love, and I was obsessed with Gundam. I love robots, and I love knights. Ever like I don't know if I showed you. Like I have, like I'll show you right here. If I can grab it. One second. Everything's gonna start dropping. Like this was my favorite show as a kid.
Oh,
King Arthur?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is my first 9.8 comic book. I don't have none. This was the only one.
Yeah.
And it's the only one I ever wanted. This, and eventually I want to get Transformers and G.I. Joe, but that was like my number one. I love King Arthur. I love everything about King Arthur. I love everything he represents.
Yeah.
And that was the whole the knights, the armor. I was obsessed. So when Fantasy came into it, I was like, I need all these. So I just, every time I see it, and the price point of it are amazing. The only downside to it is that most people don't know it because they think model kits, oh, it's hard. I'm like, no, these kits are simple and easy. The reason why they call it 30-minute kits.
Well, it took me 2 hours to do that first one. But
oh yeah, I mean, but you have to remember you're a first-time builder. So for a first-time builder, it might take you a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But especially that, no offense, but we're older guys.
Yeah.
Because like I won't lie, like I had at Transformer show, I had a figure that I opened. It was one of the Transformer figures. I put it I just put it on one of my shelves just for a young mom and her son wanted to buy it. I'm like, sure, whatever. Told him price, okay. He's like, okay, you want to buy it? He's like, oh, but you know Transform? He gave it to me. I'm like, I'm taking my time. He goes, can I see it? Done. I was like, what? I'm like, bro, he did it without even looking or without even paying attention. He just quick. I was like, damn, man. I told her, like, your son, and he's a smart kid. Like, that's crazy. You finished that quick. So when it comes to model kids, it's the same thing. Younger kids, they're just fast. When you're younger, you're fast. When you get older, it's a little bit harder. But compared to like if I would drop another model kit on you, you'd probably be like, oh, frig, this, you know what? I don't want to do this. Like if I would have picked up friggin' like one like this one, but the other one I don't know if you saw me messing with it. This one's not so bad, but the other one what it actually turns into a ship,
the transforming one.
I'm like you. I would never torture someone with that, because if I would have did that to you, you'd probably hate me for the rest of your life. Because like, why would you put me onto this? Like, So it really depends on which stage you go on.
Yeah, no,
but you picked a good one though.
It was fine, and now that I've done this a few times, like I've done all the release liver models. Yeah, and I've done I've done all of them, and I've done some of the upgrade kits. I don't think there's enough difference between the Rosen and the Libers for me. Yeah, to kind of they're too similar. So I haven't been doing those, but I got the Necro Knight. I finally got the Archer. The Archer was the one that I saw that I was like, I need that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it was hard to get, and now I got 2 of them, so I'm very happy. But I'm excited to paint them.
Oh yeah, one thing good about model kits, if you don't get something, you never have to worry. They always do a rebatch. Yeah, it might just take a couple months, but they're not. The game is totally different when it comes to model kits. Yeah. So like the markup values, unless you're getting exclusives, is the only time where you're gonna get like high price. But other than that, you never have to worry about it unless you're dealing with a scalper who needs to make that quick buck. They'll jack it up for now, but then eventually a couple months they have to drop it because they always re-release.
Well, and these are less than Marvel Legends.
Oh yeah,
so much more.
Yep.
Like it's just it. So it's just fun. It's just a fun thing that I'm like, I can just sit and do these fun while I'm watching stream now. And
it's great stress reliever, right? Yeah. I tell everybody, it's a stress reliever. You don't think about nothing. You enjoy it. And when you finish, complete it, you can look at it and be like, wow, I just built this from ground up. You
Yeah.
really did build. Nobody could ever take that away from you and say you didn't do it. No, I sat here, cut all this stuff out, clipped all this stuff together, maybe sand it, and once you finish painting it, do it the way you want it.
Yeah.
You just sit there for like, you could sit there for hours. Sometimes I sit there for hours just staring at it, and just like, wow, I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, for me, I'm glad that you did, because now it's like I have somebody to talk to about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and look, so here's the other problem is there's only one store. So I live in Connecticut. It's a small state. But there's two stores, but there's only one store in the state that carries the line regularly and has them. And so if I want them, I have to go online most of the time.
Yeah, that's
and then the other store that carries them doesn't restock them. So they've got old stock that I'm like, I already have like a couple of these already. I don't need another one.
Yeah.
So they're not getting newer stuff. And I've been getting the accessory kits, which
those are
I'm trying
dope.
to kind of build out too. But so that's the problem. It's like, not only am I into it, but I can't just go out and get one. I have to order it, wait for it. And that drives me nuts sometimes when I can't just go get it.
Yeah, I think it's depending on your area. Like, I know in Toronto, there's so many Gundam stores. There's Gundam stores everywhere because our community is so diverse, and we have tons of people of different ascents who are into Gundam, or from the Asian culture, especially because they're very big on robots. So we'll have a lot of stores in Toronto all over the place where I can go pick them up. Usually, when it comes down, when I think about it, it usually gets pricey. But you guys have GameStop. I don't know if in Canada it's called EB Games.
Yeah,
EB Games over here, they started to carry it, so it's a little bit better because I get a discount. I get the Gundams for a fair price, and then having to go to Gundam stores. Usually Gundam stores are a little bit more expensive.
The problem is they all carry Gundam. They don't. I have a bunch of model stores that carry Gundam and a lot of different things. They don't carry 30-minute fantasy.
And they're actually a Gundam reseller?
No, they're not. I mean, they're a toy store or a model store that carry Bandai kits.
Okay, if it's a toy store, 9 out of 10 times they don't know about it.
No, I know.
Because a lot of stores at my store, local store, who I buy my comics from, Big Up Heroes World. I go to them and ask them about it. He didn't have no clue about it. I'm like, yo, bro, this is like the hottest thing. People will buy this in your store. It's fair price, good price. You get good profit margins.
Yeah,
and they haven't carried it yet, but I guess it's that not knowing and nobody's asking about it.
Yeah,
because there's so many actually Gundam stores they go to and they buy it there, and those guys sell out them like hotcakes.
Yeah, so I've been either doing Amazon or Big Bad because
and
I went to a model shop and they have a whole Gundam set. They have the big, the huge. I don't know what class they are, but like the boxes are about that big. Like,
1/6 scale.
Yeah,
1/60th.
They're huge, right?
Yeah, they're like.
Yeah, and I went and they got like 2 aisles of them, and I said, hey, I want to buy these. Will you start carrying them? I work in town. I'll be here every week. Get the stuff. They're like, no, we don't think we're gonna move it. It's fine. They're like, we can special order you one, but right now all the ones you want are a back order. So try back in a couple. And I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to Amazon. I don't want to. I would rather buy it from the local shop, my lunch hour, and and just go home with it. But it's harder to get. So it's nice to have somebody else that I'm like, somebody else that knows this. Like I can't wait for some of the beasts that are coming that they have coming. And some of those, the Iron Fist ones, or the Iron Monkey. What is it, the Iron Monkey or Iron Fist? They've got the Asian fighters.
Oh yeah,
like the samurais and stuff. I'm really looking forward to doing those.
Have you tried USA Gundam? They're a really good store too.
Yeah, no, I ordered from them in they're in California, I think.
I'm not sure. Are they? They might be.
Think for us, they're in California.
Oh, okay. I have no clue there. I ordered them from the phone. They're really good too.
Yeah, they ship fast, and the prices are really good.
Yeah,
I think I spent under $100. I got like 6 or 7 sets plus a few upgrades.
Yeah, you can. So, that's one thing I like about. That's the one thing to be honest with you, I love to go in the store at the same time. But the online prices far beat the retailer prices. It's like I rather order online. At the end of the day, it's great to go with stuff get in the store, but if I can save myself $10 to $20, I'd rather just order offline.
Yeah. No, but it's been fun. The only problem is I've seen is sometimes the descriptions aren't good enough that I can't tell if it's just an upgrade kit and they're overcharging for it, or if it's the full kit, so I don't need the base. Like, I want to get the Viking upgrade for the fighter. Yeah. And one place had the upgrade kit for like $40 and the other place had it for $8. And I'm like, wait, does this include the base model or does it have the upgrade? And there's not enough description on it. So it's like, that's why I was having trouble.
So usually the white boxes are the simple base kit. Then there's a small packet.
Yeah.
What are the upgrade? If you put the base kit and the upgrade kits are usually like $8.
Yeah.
The base kit, it's about $25.
Yeah.
Those two make you'll see the box is like a blacker box. It's like a brownish black
Yeah.
box.
I saw one recently.
Those are the fully loaded ones.
Yeah.
But they do confuse you on it, but they break it up just in case somebody buys the white boxes.
Yeah.
You've got the upgrade kit if you just need the upgrade kit, or you buy the full set.
Well, that's the problem though. Online, they just have the one picture of the actual model, so you don't know what you're getting. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Like, there's not enough in the description to tell you sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's not. So that's why I was like, I'm learning. I'm new to it, so I'm learning.
Oh no, you get the hang of it. Like, it's even at first when I said, I was like, yo, what? It threw me off for a second, and I buy Gundam all the time, and it threw me off. So if it threw me off, it'll definitely throw you off if you're not even into that yet. Like, you're building your way into it. It can definitely throw people off. It still happens to me with the regular Gundams. I always have to make sure I search it, have to get the name, redouble it, and if I oh no, look, it's just an expansion kit. This is just a jetpack. I'm like,
yeah,
but it still costs you $150. You're like, it throws you up. What the hell?
Yeah,
$150 for the jetpack. But that's Bandai for you. Bandai knows how to suck you dry.
So we're getting ready to wrap up. But I want people to know where to find you. So tell them about your shows. Tell them about where you're on social media. Tell them how to find you so they can start following you.
Hey, it's your boy Plastic Will Wonder. You can find me on every Wednesday with Sudehuba. Come check us out. We're pretty much 8:30. Then you can find me on Sunday with Sudehuba and the Pie Man every Sunday at 8 o'clock. Definitely come check us out. That's where you can find me. And I got future endeavors coming up.
We're really excited to see what you do for them. So thank you for taking the time for us. Really great getting to know you. And I'm coming for you next time I'm coming for you. I know what the energy is. I'm bringing a chair next time.
Yeah. Once again, I was to say thank you, Kastor. I appreciate it. This was a fun time.
Thanks. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Saturday night we in here. Kastor's Korner. Yeah. We in here, Kastor's Korner. Pull up, step in, yeah, the room feel right. Every week, same crew, yeah, we back on time. New faces, old names, I see everybody. From the chat to the screen, yeah, the vibe stay solid. Hit the comments, let it fly, let it show what you like. Who we talking to next, who we bringing on mic. Every voice matter here, yeah, we building it right. We just here for the love every Saturday night. We in the room, yeah, we live tonight. Say it in the chat, let me know you alright. Show what you love, let it shine, let it move. We collect cause we love it, that's the truth. Korner Live, yeah, the whole crew here. Every comment, every voice, yeah, we all in here. Price don't matter, it's the time that we spend. It's the talk, it's the bond, we connect in the end. Shout out, weekly viewers, yeah, you know who you are. Been here from the start, helped us take it this far. To the guests on the show, yeah, we thank y'all too. Every combo, every moment, yeah, we building with you. From the likes to the shares, yeah, we see all that. Every comment, every post, yeah, we read all that. Tell a friend, bring them through, let the room expand. We just building something real, yeah, you're part of the plan. We in a